Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy.
No, I don't.
Talk about old
I don't
movies.
feel any way about them at all.
You were like clearly wanting to
You were setting us
specifically
up.
talk about
Yeah, you were
one
leading
movie.
the witness.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna win this fight.
It
Let's
wasn't
start
a
this
fight.
fight.
Yeah.
That's smart. I think more people should manipulate other people into conversations that they know they're gonna win.
Yeah,
I don't think
That's what
so.
I do pretty often.
yeah, you
Um,
do.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Dude, when was
Did
the
any
last
of
time?
you text Joseph last week?
What? Oh, right, because we said that
I'm
thing.
asking the listeners. I'm not talking
Yeah.
to you.
Do we ever ask them how they are?
No.
I personally don't give a
I
shit how they
don't
are, but
think
do we
we
ever ask
do.
them how they are?
No,
Good.
I mean,
Do you care how they are?
I kind of care how.
How
they
was
are,
your
yeah.
week, man?
Yeah, let us know on Discord if you're doing well, I guess.
What do you got going on now? This is
How
why
was the-
this is why I'm
This is
really
why
bad
we
at
don't.
asking people about
Yeah,
themselves.
this is why we don't.
What's your favorite color?
I was gonna say rock.
wow.
Oh no, that's a better one. What's your favorite rock?
Cumulum nimbus.
I
We're
love-
doing some
Oh,
like
Uber
first
lights.
date questions
Yeah.
where it's like, what
What's
You
your
fuck
favorite
with
rock?
Skechers?
do you have?
Tealies?
Do you have family? It's like, yeah, I do.
No, guys. I need to know your favorite rock now.
My favorite rock? I really like obsidian, but probably quartz.
What kind?
The kind inside of watches.
Okay.
Yeah, quartz is used because it like vibrates at a consistent frequency.
Mm.
I didn't know that. What about you, Wesley?
My favorite rock? I'm not sure I have one, to be honest. Does glass count?
No.
No,
Mm.
What about punk?
no, it doesn't count. This is serious.
Dude,
This
now
is
he's
about
gonna get the
geology.
points for the
Do you
funniest
have a
joke.
favorite rock, Misty?
I like malachite.
What's
Oh,
does cool to lava
I'm-
count?
I mean, yeah,
that's a
it depends on what it turned into, but yeah,
igneous rock.
Yeah,
yeah, but that's like a category
Yeah.
of rock. It's not like
that's my
a
pick.
specific type of rock.
Maybe you just let her pick the
He
category.
picked watches. Like, are you dead
No,
ass?
quartz.
Oh my
no,
God.
I'm sorry. I
I'm
know
going-
more about
wah, wah, wah,
this
wah,
than
wah,
you,
wah.
and you're incorrect.
I just want to talk about movie theaters, man.
Movie theaters.
I like
I hardly
Uber
know her.
lights. They're nice.
You're like, what kind of rock?
Uber lights.
Ooh, what's
Tell me
that?
about it.
They are.
Hyperlight? No,
I
hyperlight.
want
Sorry,
to
go
say
ahead.
it's
They
one of the Great Lakes. They can be found on the shore of them, and under a black light, they glow. Kind of, they have like veins and
Ooh.
bits and pieces. I have one,
Cool.
so
Okay.
I can show you guys later if I know where it is.
Dude. Okay.
But it shines orange under a black light,
I love rocks.
yeah.
under a UV light, whatever.
I care not for rocks. I don't dislike them. I
Rocks
don't
are
care
so
about them at all,
interesting to me.
except for glass.
Well, I'm never taking you
Glass
to the
isn't a
Natural
rock.
History Museum.
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's not.
You guys, when was the last guy? Said, bop, 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 bop. When was the last time you guys went to the movie theater?
The movie theater.
Actually, I don't care. Have you guys ever been to one of those movie theaters where you can like sit and then they bring you like food and drink?
Yeah.
Was it
No.
cool?
I've been to one, but I didn't have them bring me food and drink.
Yes. Yeah. That's that same boat.
I
Because
want-
I think the Egyptian theater near
Yeah.
us does that.
Oh,
Mm.
I want to. There's this really nice theater in Virginia that does that, but they're really cool. I want to go there.
Okay.
So specific, but
Let's
okay.
do it.
Okay.
My problem
Virginia's
with
not that far.
the idea of it is just that like movies are relatively short in the grand scheme of things,
Okay.
and so it just I don't know. It just feels like
Not if you're
A
watching
lot.
Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's like 3 hours
for
long.
sure.
Yeah, or if you have an attention span like mine, then it feels like forever no matter how short it is.
Or if you have a babysitter and you don't have to time go on dinner
Yeah.
after or before, or it's like a weirdly timed thing and prime dinner time is in the middle of it.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
and that
that's
actually brings us to today's sponsor, Amazon Prime.
Dinner
That's
time.
not
no.
true.
We are not sponsored by Amazon Prime.
No.
But use code rejects for 10% off.
You can't.
It's not going to do
Something.
anything. Well, I don't know. Try it. And give us credit if it works.
I just really like the concept of someone bringing me onion rings while I watch a movie. And that theater that I'm thinking of, I've never been there to watch a movie, but they have like a bar and like food area. It's like one half theater, one half bar.
Okay.
They have really good food. Like not even just onion rings. Like their food is genuinely really good.
You know, if you had a good friend,
I have
that
not.
could just happen.
What
Be like,
bars?
hey, you want to go get me onion rings?
Oh no, I
But
don't.
that's toxic.
I'm not that good friend.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
is toxic.
It is.
But if you're going in like a group, right?
Oh, you mean at the theater?
Only
I thought you
one?
just meant
Yeah.
like a random text.
Oh,
It's toxic
because-
to ask your friend for onion rings.
No, it's less toxic if they weren't with you. It's
Like-
more toxic if you're like, hey, come watch this movie with me. You know what? I want onion rings,
But I
you
don't-
go
I
get
I
them,
think it depends.
and you
man.
can't watch the movie.
If they're like,
hey, how about you get onion rings? I'm paying.
No,
Well, what
See,
if what if
that's a
what
good
if
idea
we always
for both of
we take
us.
turns going to movies, or we always go to movies, but I know in particular you're more excited about this movie than I am. I don't think it's toxic to ask me to get the onion rings because I'm
Yeah.
just less excited about this movie.
I don't think
No.
it's that hard to get the onion rings before you go to the movie.
We didn't know before you went to the movie that
Yeah.
you wanted onion rings.
Because like we're
That's
going
your
to Anime
problem.
the musical, and I'm like, I'm here for Wesley.
Exactly, and I go, hey, this scene seems really sick. Do you mind grabbing onion rings? I really want onion rings. And you go, okay.
Yeah, you're paying. Sweet. I take his card.
And then when we're watching
You run away.
Woodcutters,
You leave. You
Woodcutters
don't
Saw
return.
of Doom.
There's no onion rings.
I buy onion rings and a Ferrari, and then come back.
you drive
give
back
him
in
the onion
in
rings.
the Ferrari.
I
I think it's fine, me personally.
no.
Unless we're watching like, I'm blanking. What's that one show about that guy? Never mind.
The Notebook.
It's a really old cartoon.
No.
Oh no.
Describe it.
The guy he was a bunny.
uh-huh.
He would think.
Donnie
And he-
Darko.
No,
It's animated.
it's animated.
Oh,
There's a bunny. He thinks.
I think
then it's
What
not,
color is the bunny?
Not Harvey.
he's got ears. Whatever. It's
Is it
gone.
Looney
Listeners,
Tunes?
no. Knowers, no.
Bugs Bunny?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay.
Peter Cottontail.
No.
Okay. So
Good guess
anyway,
though. Solid guess.
what? How is his guess?
The rabbit from Winnie the Pooh?
I
No.
can't. Anyway,
Oh,
I
I
just
hate
don't.
that guy.
My
He's
thing
so
is like
grumpy.
I don't want to go to the movie theater unless it's a movie I'm really excited to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I will never be in that position where I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll go get onion rings for you in the middle of this movie.
I'll be
It's
like,
fucked up.
fuck you.
I would
and your
never like
onion rings.
genuinely I would never.
Yeah,
That's crazy to me.
movie
I-
theaters are too sticky for me.
The
It-
floors?
Yeah, the
The
floors.
trays?
See, there's like
Yeah.
there's like this there's a graph, right? And it's like the stickiness of the floors and how loud I want the movie. The movie needs to be louder
Then the floor is
than the
sticky,
stickiness of the floors. Like I know those don't relate at all, but
but you don't want to hear
Every
people.
time I go to
they
Cracker
walk
Barrel,
by.
the
Yeah.
tables are sticky.
because
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
the rule at Cracker Barrel.
because if I'm going to watch like Lord of the Rings in the movie theater, that movie theater can just be like inside of a piece of gum, and I won't care.
Do you guys enjoy the movie theater? If you have like, if this movie is your favorite movie of all time,
hmm
do you prefer to watch it in theaters?
If it's a loud movie,
Yeah.
and
like,
I mean like Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings loud, or like
That means nothing to me.
oh, you haven't seen. Oh man,
It's because he hates us.
He-
That's
He-
not
Karate
true. I've been trying to
chopped
watch it
their
forever. You
head
guys have me
off. Right.
blocked on everything. Go on.
like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like the Dune
Action
series.
movies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
action movies are really good in the theater. But if I want to watch like a scary like horror movie or like Late Night with the Devil,
Mhm.
like there's some movies that are like made for like the small screen and Netflix and like even to watch on your phone, right?
There has never ever in the history of my personal existence, nor in any of my reincarnations, that I've ever thought I would rather watch this in theaters.
It's because you have bad taste in movies.
I almost
I'd
would
rather
always
watch Transformers in theaters.
I would
because
almost
like all the
always prefer to
sounds.
watch it. I just don't want other people around. Like a bunch of strangers watching this movie with me, does not appeal to me, except for that one time. That one guy said something really fucking funny in the middle of the movie. But that was it. That was like the one time it was cool. I would just rather watch it by myself and enjoy it without any random interruptions.
Okay.
I am the
So-
random interruption.
That's why I don't watch movies with Stevie.
Okay,
You probably
so
shouldn't.
say we're going to a con.
Okay.
Okay. And there is a like One Piece movie coming out,
Okay.
and we are at this con. You aren't able to watch it at your own desk at home or like on your own TV. Would you rather watch it in the hotel
Yes,
or in the movie theater?
I'd probably rather watch it in a hotel.
That's wild.
Unless,
Because I get
the
being in
only
your
exception
own
is if
place.
I was like, if I wanted to watch it, like if the room sat, like if I had a big group of people that also wanted to watch it, and the hotel would make that uncomfortable, then probably. But if it's like if I'm only watching it for me and none of my party at the con wants to watch it, I'd probably just watch it in the room.
Okay, but if the party wants to go to the movie theater, you would go with them.
I mean, that's why I go to movies now. I've never gone
Yeah.
to a movie theater by myself, and like
I want to
never-
do that.
I have once or twice.
I just
But that was,
if
like,
I want to watch a
a
movie,
long
it's the
time
same. Like I watch anime in a much similar way, right? Like when I watch something, I want to give it my undivided attention. And then like other people like talking or like occasionally pulling out their phone or like doing a backflip divides my attention. I don't like it, and so I just want to sit there and stare at the screen. And so I don't enjoy the theater.
I don't know if I want to. It depends on the movie because I don't want to cry in public, and I'm a crybaby with movies. So
Yeah, I don't know. So everything you said about not going to a movie theater, like I get, but then that's why I'm confused why this like them bringing you food thing sounds good to you, because to me that's just an even worse interruption.
Yeah, I guess for me it's all the same. Like I'm not particular towards going to the movie theater. I would rather someone bring me my onion rings than to go to a movie theater and then have to go get my own onion rings. Unless I'm going for a friend. I guess for me, like if I'm going to the movie theater, I've already for the most part given up on the movie, like the true viewing experience.
that's like the opposite of
Yeah, I don't.
everyone else.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm weird. I do not enjoy the theater. I think it's dumb. But I only go if my friends want to go. Like One Piece movie Red. I'm so glad I watched that at home. I think there's a cool aspect if it's like something weird like that, or like when they bring back the Studio Ghibli. I still don't go, but when like they bring back the Studio Ghibli movies, or like they bring back like other old movies, because then everybody that goes to that particular showing is like part of a cult. That cult.
They should bring
Okay,
back
so you would
Smell
go
of
to
Shit.
like
No,
an
I still
opening
wouldn't
night.
go.
No?
I think it's cool though.
Okay. All right.
I'm more like I would rather go to one of those. I'd still rather just watch the movie at home though. It's always watch the movie at home. Everything else.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I see the argument for that because I like having subtitles.
Can't you just go to like?
Because sometimes when I watch a movie in person, like
Virtually.
in a theater, I'm like, I don't know what they said. And then everyone laughs, and I'm like, oh, they said something funny. I know that.
Don't they have showings where they have captions?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that's like normal though.
it's
think
not. You
it's-
have to like be like, hello, can I have subtitles? I think there's things that you can get that have subtitles, like little. Some places have like little devices that will have subtitles synced up with it. I think. Just like the same way they do for like blind people, they have the audio description.
Yeah. Cool. Huh.
And they do have showings with subtitles, I'm sure. But it's just like I'm just gonna not understand what they're saying. But I like loud movies. I like movies to be loud at me.
Think about loud action movies. We're playing the 3-2-1 action RPG,
Yippee.
which is meant to be very cinematic. Who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time? Everyone did a nose goes except for Stevie.
Right. We were on a train.
Good job. All right.
Sheriff Bertram.
Bertram. Yeah, sure.
He was like, yo, girl, we got this heist, but we're going to pretend we're security, but it's heist. So we did that. We went on the train. We're like, where's security? But then shit like got weird immediately. Then Fireman has an axe. He's not a fireman. His name is Fireman. Sick-ass Japanese axe.
Yeah, really cool.
It was
Kills
really cool.
the engineer with steam. Then he jumped on top of the coal. Then some of us jumped on top of the coal. Dagger's guy died from the tunnel. Horse guy had to stop following us because of tunnel. Fireman died.
Because of
Not because of
Misty.
tunnel,
Not because of tunnel, because of Misty.
but
And
mainly
then-
because of you. You
'Cause
did more
of
damage.
team-
Yeah, you
Teamwork.
did a ton of damage to him.
Fireman died from teamwork.
best ship in the game.
Yeah. And then we left
Friendship.
the tunnel. The stars are pretty.
Yeah, you got it.
It was cool. We were doing a scene. It was like we're on top of a train car.
Yeah. And now you guys are inside of the next train car. Okay. Bertram hurries you into the first passenger car, urgently saying, "We have to get to the safe." Upon entering, you notice a young couple passed out, leaning on each other as
It's
they...
wild that they slept through all that.
Yeah, right? You know,
They fell
train's
asleep
loud.
It was a train.
quickly.
Yeah, it was a train away. A train car away.
Yeah.
I probably sleep through it.
Trains are loud.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
passed
but-
out on the bench. The woman's dress is stained with bright yellow vomit. The man's head is tilted at an uncomfortable angle, and they are both clearly drunk. Before you can react, the door at the other end of the car creaks open. And a crooked, robed figure shuffles in. His hair is long and stringy, falling over his face in tangled strands,
Ooh.
and his back is bent almost in half. He closes the door quietly behind him and murmurs, "Por favor, perdóname." His voice is barely audible over the snores of the drunk couple. But as he glances up at you, you see his face is gaunt and weathered, with deep lines etched into his skin. His eyes seem to bore into your soul, and a sense of unease washes over you. A loud thud resonates as a heavy metal object slips off of the man's back and crashes to the floor. He straightens his back with a crackle, standing over 6.5 feet tall. With the sudden movement, he opens his robes, revealing a lithe body covered in silver chains and bloody bandages. He tugs on one of the chains, and the heavy metal object flies into his hands. Its shape resembles a ship's anchor, with razor-sharp edges, and a center spoke adorned with a sculpture of Christ on the cross. "We seek Lord Ruthven," he declares in a deep, echoing voice. And without warning, he spins the holy anchor, destroying the benches on either side of him. Then, with a flick of his wrist, he hurls the weapon at you. You duck just in time as it whizzes past your head and embeds itself in the opposite wall. Bertram quick-fires his gun, but the bullets merely ricochet off of his chains. With a guttural growl, the robed figure charges towards you.
My gosh.
My God, we actually have to do
He's
security
scary.
stuff.
That weapon's fucking cool. man.
Isn't
That's
it?
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the picture. All right. He looks kind of like,
He seems like a One Piece villain. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Loki, he does.
Can I see it?
yeah, definitely. Take a picture, put it on the Insta.
He's scary.
He is quite scary.
Dude, having an anchor for a weapon is so fucking cool.
Yeah, and his passive ability is called I kick ass for the Lord.
That's sick. Dude, maybe we lose, man. He's obviously like the protagonist.
I mean, he's dedicated.
he's
That's
got a
for
cause
sure.
better than ours.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. So, the
Is that the couple?
yeah, they're kind of in the middle of the car. They are both still passed out.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
like,
impressive.
they're-
to
they're,
say
like,
true.
They're like,
Passed
yeah,
out,
there's,
passed out,
there's a
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Passed out. And he has destroyed all of the seats and chairs except for the ones that they are on back,
Hmm.
and is starting to walk towards you guys. That is his turn.
That's
Shouldn't we be in the train though?
Yes, you are all in.
like inside the train.
Like in it?
Yep, you are totally right. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I love this. I love the little
This
setup.
is sick. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't
It,
that
it
kinda
looks
cool?
like a little theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
I
gave
hate
me
theaters.
very specific dimensions for the train, and I was like, you know what?
How honored
I'm gonna
your
make
dimensions.
this look like a side scroller and honor the dimensions. Yeah.
This guy, this drunk guy, is not like the Lord guy that we have to protect, right?
No.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we're also. I don't think we actually care to protect him.
I know, but like, I just want to make sure that we shouldn't just let him die.
That's what I mean. I don't
Why
think-
are they after him though? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a little sus that they're after him and not like his
riches.
treasure.
Well,
Like,
like,
maybe we should care.
he's the Lord. Like, they're probably just like, we don't like this guy. We're
In
gonna
America,
murder him
though.
or hold him for ransom.
So, he has moved forward. The couple is now very near to him. If you don't do anything, his next swing will probably hurt them and might get close enough to hurt you all. So, top of the round, your guys' turn.
I'd like to use my special ability that the wings off of a fly one that's like super
Oh.
precise.
Okay.
Because you were talking about how the sheriff's bullets just kind of ricocheted off of stuff. And from what I'm kind of picturing, it's not that the chains are like, it's not like he's wearing chainmail. It's just that he has chains wrapped around him a lot.
Yes.
And so there are like
Weak
pieces
spots.
of, like skin
Like gaps.
exposed or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Is that
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 6 points of damage.
Damn.
Nice. And since you specified that you are using like an aim, his damage reduction is not going to kick in.
Sick. I love that for me.
All right. Next.
Can I hit him with my cool new axe?
Do
Can I
it.
move up and hit him with my cool
Oh,
new
I
axe?
forgot you had that.
Me too. Until just now when I want to hit him with it. Will you move me up to him?
Do you have the like damage and stuff for it?
I have the damage.
Cool.
It's -3.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really good.
Yippee.
How much?
7.
Oh, dang.
It's okay. Usually I'm the one who's like, I don't know how to do simple math. So I'm happy I could help in this one moment.
7 love damage.
All right. Yeah, that
It's in the shape of a heart.
hurts. It leaves a cut in the shape of a heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cute.
Because love hurts. Sorry.
Oh, it's my turn.
I just
Yes.
realized I did nothing about the soon-to-be dead drunk
Oh
passengers.
no, I didn't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. was
I
hoping
also
one
kind of
you
forgot.
guys would do something.
Yeah, I believe in you.
I guess I'll try and like knock them over so they're on the ground.
Hmm.
Okay. Is that
Ew.
more of a brawn check or more of an action check in your
She's gonna
opinion?
fall in her own vomit.
Yeah, I will put them on their sides. It's fine.
Okay.
My heart wants to say action.
I feel like it's an action
Yeah,
personally.
do it.
Because you're not like, I feel like brawn is like when something is acting against you.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not gonna put up any resistance.
Exactly. Like, I feel like you're just kind of bowling them over.
Bowling for soup.
I want to spend
It's the
2 luck.
best band.
Today's sponsor.
Bro,
Wait,
if
I
they
don't
even
have...
knew that we existed, I would cry.
I do have to spend 2 luck for
Okay.
to work, but
All right. Yeah, you are able
Um,
to get them back behind you. They are starting to like stir a little bit now that they've been physically moved.
Jostled.
But
I just don't want them up where they would be damaged by the anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Did you like
I threw them on
move
the
them?
ground.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I just
picturing,
kind
is,
of
like,
flopped them on the ground.
They're on the seats
Yeah.
and now they're on the ground.
on under the seats a little bit, so they're out of the way.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of on
cool.
the ground.
I just don't want them at a height where they're gonna get like decapitated.
Yeah.
If someone- if
Bisected.
some guy comes in swinging an anchor around,
Which is exactly
And
what
I'm
he's
also-
going to do.
can I like when I grab them just kind of flop over with the second one?
Mm.
Oh,
also
wanna
okay.
lay down.
You also
That's
want to lay
smart.
down.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Okay. Yeah,
That's Giga Brain.
that's real smart because
Oh,
he's
but
going
you're
to
so close
use
to the
his
vomit.
group prayer special ability.
This guy's cool.
It's so fun.
My new hero.
Oh god. Hey, I give up. He's got it.
As he swings the anchor in a wide circle, he hits anyone standing. I'm gonna say, in a 30-foot radius.
How
Yeah.
does that
Jeez
work with train?
Louise.
It starts to destroy the sides of the train.
That
Oh my
Good
gosh.
Yeah, this guy is that strong.
We're in danger.
It's the
And-
Lord's strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
holy anchor.
The holy. Oh fuck, you beat me. I was gonna say the holy anchor of God, but it's like the holy armor of God.
Yeah.
You get it.
But Wesley, you are fast enough to dodge out of the way of the anchor and all of the flying wood.
Am I?
You are far enough
Oh,
back.
Oh, I thought she was
Just-
just 1, 2.
Yeah, you are just barely
It whips him
out
from
of his
you.
radius.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
one of
I
those
was
like
counting
slow mo
from
shots
Wesley.
where it's like
Okay.
almost hits you,
Mhm.
but it doesn't, and they like
3 strands
zoom
of
in.
hair.
Yeah, and it's like sweat.
All right, back to the player's turn.
Okay. I mean, geez. I kind of just want to do what worked. Is that lame?
You mean hit him?
Yeah, like just do that same
Nah,
like.
he's trying to do the same thing to us.
I was gonna try and like walk up to him and shoot him
Mm,
if that's a possibility.
Yeah.
like more of
'Cause
like
I
a
wanna
point
do-
blank type thing.
And if this doesn't make sense, it's mixed, then that's fine.
Okay.
But I wanted to do my special ability, and I wanted to like kind of like point right at him, and if I fuck it up, then my thing explodes, and maybe he takes damage.
Okay. Yeah. How much damage do you take with it?
3 luck points damage, and then a guts penalty.
Okay. If you mess it up, he'll take the luck points, but not the
Yeah.
gut. Yeah.
It's kind of like if I lose, it does something
Yeah.
at least.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So you are getting point blank with him, though.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see it.
Okay. I'm gonna guess
Alright.
high.
What was your thought?
That's what I was gonna ask. High or low?
I rolled the 5, so that's low, right? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
How much? What is the minus? on it?
-4.
-4. So I think that counts, right? Is that how you were understanding it?
Yeah, I've been thinking on it since last episode, and I really don't think that's the intention, because if you called low and miss, you can't triple no damage.
Yeah.
So I do think 1 to 5 is high, and then 6 to 10 is low. Oh, sorry, flip that, but I think 5 is the cutoff.
Yeah.
If we want to deliberate on that a little more, or if you
So
want to,
5 is low. But I called high.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah. So 3 points of damage to you and to the monk,
Okay.
and then 1 guts damage.
and then 1 guts damage to you.
Damage.
All right.
Hard axe.
Other.
I want to hit him
two
with my hard
players.
axe.
Okay.
I want to roll this in again. Fuck.
I mean,
Okay.
that's still pretty good though.
Ouch.
How much damage is that?
4.
Okay.
4 love damage.
4 love damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do my little
Fly.
fly thing again.
What is that? What does that
10.
do
So
mechanically?
8
Does it
points of damage.
add? Like, how does that modify your normal damage? If it does at all.
So my normal attack is -4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then my
Fly wings.
yeah. Wait, I'm sorry.
I forgive you. The Lord forgives you.
But his anchor will not.
Hitting whomever or whatever.
The weight of our sins.
Okay, so I might not be able to use this multiple times. I thought I could, but now that I'm
Okay.
reading it, so it says can make a single attack with deadly accuracy, firing an arrow through an opening as small as keyhole, and hitting whomever or whatever is on the other side. So the way I was picturing this was like that it's just super duper accurate.
Yeah.
It doesn't say like once per scene, but the fact that
Yeah.
it says a single attack makes me believe
I
that.
think it specifies because you have another ability that does multiple attacks.
Yeah, that's how
Got it.
I'm reading
Okay,
it too.
cool. Then I don't feel bad.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Get him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, I think I have understood now. So my normal attack is -4 damage, but I also get 40 feet of movement.
With this one, you can't move.
It doesn't look like I can move on either of my special ability ones, and I
Oh.
think that's the difference.
Okay.
So why I would choose between
Okay.
like a normal attack versus
One of those.
super damage is
You'd like to
I
move.
would like to move. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Cool. I'm glad I reread things because I was confusing myself.
Cool. My turn.
Oh my gosh, you're still alive?
The Holy Anchor sounds like a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
Christian band name.
That would be a good pirate metal.
Christian pirate metal, obviously.
Obviously. All right. He is going to do another swinging attack, and this attack causes ceiling pieces to collapse. And
He's a monster.
I'm trying to be like him.
yeah, right.
Dibs on that anchor.
Cool. If you want to move towards him anymore, then you have to do an action check +2.
Jeez.
So, it's still pretty easy to move towards him, but
Plus, we
there
are
is
in.
debris on the ground.
We're already in his business.
Yep.
The +2 means we would add 2 to our roll.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, add 2 to action. That makes it easier. But then I realized
Yeah.
it's to the die.
You still have to roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a 9. He deals 4 points of damage to the two of you that are next to him.
See, now 4 doesn't seem as bad.
Yeah, 4
Yeah,
isn't that
that's
bad.
fair. It's not instant death. You're right.
All right, and back to you guys.
So if we want to move towards him, we would have to do that. But we can still hit him from where we're at?
Yeah, you guys are already in like melee.
I want to hit him with my axe.
Okay.
I miss.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, you get like too much wood or whatever clouding your vision.
Oh, I try to like swing too broadly and I get stuck in the side of the chain
Oh no.
Yeah,
because I misjudged the wood.
I like that.
I try and shoot him, I guess.
Okay. This is a normal shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 damage.
6 points of
Yippee.
damage. You see that it does reflect a little bit off of one of the chains, slowing down the bullet, but that is still a mighty hit.
Partner.
Get him.
Is that your one-liner?
For my wife. What's my wife's name?
Gambling.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I think you can just make it up.
Tina. No, his wife name in down. Tamsin.
Samson?
Tamsin.
Don't laugh. That's your wife, bro.
I know.
You can give her a better nickname if you don't want to call her.
Tammy.
Hey, there you go.
Tammy too.
Tammy
Tammy
too.
too. My daughter's name is Penelope.
Okay.
Oh, like Odysseus' wife.
Sure.
I've never
Yeah.
met anyone named Penelope except for Odysseus' wife. I met her personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people named Penelope.
I don't think I've ever met anybody named Penelope either.
Her nickname was Penny.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have thought of that on my own.
Me neither. Penelope is what I would have gone for.
Penne.
When I was reading the name, I was gonna say Penelope, and then I was like, that's, I know for a fact that's not how you say it.
Penelope. That's funny.
Oh, man. Is that all of you?
She still needs to go.
I need
Okay.
to go.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. He's starting to look a little worse for the wear at this point. You know, just a little.
Just a little.
Um,
What a butthead.
and as he swings his anchor this time,
Shoot, I should have dropped to the ground.
it brings down the entire roof of this car.
Jeez.
The portions of the wall that are next to you are now all shoulder height.
Does the roof
gosh.
go like one, fly off?
It flies off, but
Yeah,
there is
sick.
enough
like in
debris
a tornado?
that you all need to make an action check +3.
+3.
+3.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeesh.
Oh no.
That's not good. What happens if we fail? Do we blow up?
If you fail it, you take 3 points of damage and a guts penalty.
It's
I
supposed
think I'll
to be
take that.
lower.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
And you said it guts, right?
Yes.
Are those people fine because I squished them under the
Yeah, they're
thing to
still
get out of the
below.
way? It ended up saving them.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I don't think they're important though.
I had 12 total.
Yeah, at 11. Not ideal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool, cool, cool.
Anti-ideal.
I survived.
All right. Player turn.
Oh, wait. So the passive ability is reactive
Sometimes.
sometimes? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But why?
I'm not sure what
Never
your
mind. I'm not
passive
going to do it right now.
Okay.
I throw cards, and then it's like causing a distraction to all enemies in combat and allowing me to escape the fray momentarily.
Like pocket sand.
Yeah.
And then I also receive a -3 damage reduction on all attacks against me for 1 turn.
Oh,
wow.
That's
Cool.
sick.
So I don't know if that's like
Those
a
are-
reactionary thing or if that's like I'm just like, oh hey,
is. Yeah, you can do it
launch
reactionary if
cards. I'm
you
not.
want.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
It doesn't feel super necessary since I'm fine.
Since I'm fine.
Yeah, sorry about you guys.
It's okay.
I could use my whip on one of the knocked out people and use them as a human shield. I'm not going to. I just wanted to know that I could.
Oh no.
I mean, you could also use your teammates as a
I mean,
human
Oh,
shield.
to be
True.
fair, like, we're not necessarily
Heroes.
great people.
I think we're villains,
so
if anything. Hot dog. I'm gonna hit him with
We're
my
just-
axe.
different
Okay.
villains.
Yeah.
Like, it was our idea to rob this train first, so we get dibs, you know?
Nothing happened. I tried to roll it and it stayed in my hand. I whiff.
Dude. All right.
I got exactsies twice.
For what?
Maybe use a different
My
thing.
hard axe?
Yeah, you're having trouble
Oh.
pulling it
Wait,
out
no,
of the wood,
Meat beats.
Well, damage is.
but damage is
Minus
still
3.
0.
Yeah.
You should use a different D10.
It was good to me last episode.
That was then.
This is now.
Okay. I'll consider it.
Okay.
All right. Other 2 players.
Alternatively, I could just start lying about my rolls. I can't really because I'm rolling like right in front of Joseph.
I won't look.
You would feel bad anyway.
I'm like the
Try
best
and
liar
shoot
now.
him again.
I have no remorse.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of options because I can't just hit him with me
Why
Yeah.
not?
because it's damage -7.
Oh,
Yeah.
learn how to throw a punch.
2 damage.
2 damage. All right.
And I am gonna crouch.
Okay.
I feel like I imagine I crouch and then shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks silly. and
Like, your
that's
survival
fine.
instinct is a little bit more in
Important
tune than
than
you're
doing
fighting
damage,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
That is fair.
With him crouched, now I'm gonna go ahead and shoot again.
Okay.
But I'm not going to use the like special super duper accuracy thing.
Okay. You
on
can
his
do
body.
the triple shot or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do the triple shot.
Cool.
Do you want my cursed D10?
Yeah.
I do have a question. Can I see like the end of the chains at all?
It is like wrapped around him.
Oh, so it's just like
There's probably, I'll say yeah.
You
Like
okay.
it's just hanging off of like his belt area.
I'm guessing.
It all hit chain.
Oh,
It was not my best, smartest action to do.
Wait, that's a 10. Oh, it's
No, I
it's
moved
the
it.
wrong die. Okay,
I moved it.
gotcha.
I got
Okay.
a 3, and a 4.
Oof.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, now it's his turn, and Wesley is standing right in front of him.
Damn right.
He is going to punch you in the jaw,
Oh my jaw.
dealing 7 points of
my
damage.
Oh my gosh.
Knuckle sandwich of God.
What?
Yeah, this guy
He's got
has
fisticuffs
a crazy
-2?
Yeah,
Oh.
right there.
Is it -2?
Yeah, his.
That's
Is the
crazy.
minus just the opposite of your brawn?
I think so.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you mean like
No,
minus
because
10?
his is
Yeah.
5.
no, mine's 5.
His is
My brawn
-5,
6.
but he has a brawn of 6.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they make NPCs or players, because that's not
Interesting.
in the online rules.
I think it's just rule of cool it.
Spawn into existence.
I mean, he's swinging a giant anchor. They go, he's probably strong as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
That's how I would do it.
I am gonna have that knock you back and
Aw.
like onto the drunk couple that is on the floor. And now it is y'all's turn again.
I want to try and sort of like start unraveling the chain off of him.
Okay. Would you call that a brains check or maybe a cool check?
Nice
Um,
chains. That's what I thought of when you said cool check. These chains are cool. Wow.
I don't know.
Because if you're trying to do it like more sneaky, like I would call it a cool check.
I think he probably saw me crouch in front of him.
Probably. So let's do a brains.
They're the same number for me.
Okay.
I realized that I could have just said that a few seconds ago.
Yeah, let's do a brains
But
check.
even when that happens, I do like to know, like,
Flavor wise.
yeah, flavor wise, what
Skill
it
is
would be.
under. I got 5. Sorry, I don't have the dice painted, like the numbers painted, so some of them are hard to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is under.
Success.
Yeah, so you are able to unravel enough of the chain that he is not going to be able to do his group prayer swing anymore.
Nice.
Sick. Good job, dude.
I look like such a weirdo though. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna shoot him again, but this time I'm gonna aim.
Okay.
So I learned my lesson from last time.
that's what you get for trying something different.
That's why I get the same thing from Subway every
7
time I go.
damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, same.
Dang.
Okay. You see him kind of fall to one knee. This one is definitely deep. But he is still going at it. All right. Wesley, you are pushed away from your axe. How are you reacting?
Reacting. Can I that was so why I say that. Would getting back up be my movement?
No.
Or is it just flavor stand up? I want to stand up and hit him with my whip.
Okay. Go for it.
No,
No, you had a pog. What was it?
I was gonna say, this is so dumb. I was gonna say, I'll use my whip and attach it to my axe and pull myself towards him and do a
And
flying
kick
kick.
him. Yes, no, that's what I was thinking. I think you should do it. That would be sick. That's
I'll
not
let you-
stupid.
Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll let you use either your fisticuffs or your whip if you want to do
Okay,
that.
then yes, I do want to do that.
Okay.
Oh, but that would put me right back in front of him.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. Who cares? Yippee! I missed.
Oh no.
I would like to argue that that your roll hit the map and then can't.
Yeah, I was on a little
Canted
bit of a
off.
slope.
It's very
No, like I'm being dead serious. It literally hit the edge and then it like flew away and went up.
Nah, I'm gonna say your whip catches around one of the broken parts of the train instead.
No,
and I can't get any.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
So I appreciate.
it was
looking
true
out.
though. Like
It just.
I'm not even
I
trying
hear
to
you.
be like silly about it. Like I don't think that should have counted.
Okay, answer this within the truest depths of your heart. If that was 10, would you have said that?
No.
Okay, so I'll just stay where I'm at then.
Okay,
With
sounds
the
good.
drunken couple.
Back to his turn.
I just really wanted it to be cool.
Me too.
Okay, he is now
Not praying,
boom,
but he's not in a group.
not able to do the group prayer, but he can still use La Cruz de la Plata de Cristo, and
Sounds fancy.
yeah, it's just the silver cross of Jesus and of Christ, technically.
Technically.
What?
It's just your Portuguese is getting mixed in.
Oh yeah. Sorry, all of our Spanish listeners.
He speaks too many languages.
I learned it from down south. He's gonna try and hit you with it since you're messing
God.
with his chains. -3. It does not hit you.
You're so much nicer to everyone else.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
We've
just
got a lot of
rolls better
melee
against
characters.
you.
It'd be sick if you missed me a couple times. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even try and hit you this time. Chill out.
No.
Okay.
Cool. Back to the players. Oh, I did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, listeners.
Start saying hot, hot, hot.
Ha ha ha.
No, please don't.
Warm. Lukewarm.
Tepid.
From a distance, I just want to hit him with my whip like normal. I don't want to
Okay.
do cool acrobat stuff because I failed.
Sounds good.
I am going to avoid the map. Yippee.
That's a 10.
And that -4 is 6.
6 points of damage. That is a lot. He is looking bad.
Oh, I meant to say 7.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Cool. I do kind of want to back up a
Okay.
little bit now. Maybe on the other side of the drunken couple.
I do need you to do that action -2 check because the
Oh, you're
debris
right.
is
Never mind. Well, do I blow? I'm just going to chill. Never mind.
okay. Sounds
I
good.
don't want to check anything. I'm in a very fragile state.
Other
How
players.
bad are you?
Can I try and choke him with the chains?
Okay.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to use the knot that I used sailing with my father.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
He loved being on the lake.
Not as much as he loved trains, though.
Yeah.
And not
boats
as much
and
as you love
trains.
gambling.
His dream was to have
A train
And a
on the
boat.
lake.
train
An
on the lake.
amphibious train.
Yeah.
Okay, take the 3 bonus
That was a lot of sentences. Yeah.
to your brawn, and
Okay.
yeah,
I guess
try
it would be
and
my brawn.
try and restrain him because he is also quite brawny.
Yeah.
Get him.
Oh, I got a 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I got -2.
yeah, you are able to restrain him with his own chains.
That's sad.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. There's just nothing in the book for
It's
this.
just a really good knot, you know?
Yeah.
So, now that you've got him restrained, what do you want to do with him? I'm gonna say you've got him like pinned down enough that
Try
you're
suplex him.
Probably not. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I guess I
You would have to suplex
because
him
I have
and the
to suplex
chain.
him, the chain and the anchor. Never mind. Never mind.
the chains do weigh. I have the number.
I mean,
for
I
that.
rolled a 1.
Yeah, to restrain him. not
there
to
are
suplex him.
150 pounds of silver
I'm
chains.
not gonna suplex him. Maybe I'll just knock him down
That
Okay.
would be
on
hard.
the
And
ground.
since it's
Because then he
chain-
has to lift himself up again.
He is very strong though.
I
Since
hate
it's
this
chain,
guy.
it's
Now
like-
that you're right next to him, you can see he wears these chains all the time.
I should do
There's
that.
like
The anchor's probably pretty heavy. I probably couldn't toss it over the edge of the train, could I?
You can
I
try.
could try.
I have a question.
okay.
We said there's silver chains.
Yeah.
Are they like silver, or are they just like silver colored?
Are you trying to figure out if
That
he's a
would be
werewolf?
crazy expensive chain if they were silver.
Kind of. He's got giga strength, but also we're here for money, so
Oh, true.
we can like.
Oh,
I'm not selling
Keep
this axe though.
If you want to do a brains check,
Okay, I'll try.
Tastes like silver.
I'll let you know. But in the meantime, are you just
don't.
restraining him or are you trying to throw this anchor off the side? So with your 1, I'll let you do either or.
I'm gonna throw the anchor off the side because that seems like the quickest solution.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then okay, he'll get yoinked
under
Yeah.
the train.
like a comedian who's
Super
not doing
squished.
well, and the cane comes out.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think he would go under.
Because
the
there's
train.
no train in my way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no walls.
So the anchor, you throw it over the side. It gets caught on a rock, and the chain that you have unraveled starts doing the like unraveling thing.
The
where it's
rope.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he turns to you all and he says, "You'll never know how much he's stolen from us." And then he is
Oh.
torn out of the train.
What a baller thing
And
to say.
Yeah.
then Bertram, who's been hiding this entire time,
Yeah, what an asshole.
Says-
I get it.
Why do we work for him?
"Oh,
I
we
don't-
plan on finding out what he did."
I think we're more working with him than for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the end of this scene. Everyone survived, so you all get 1 luck point.
Yay. Oh, I was at 1 to answer your question.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm at 2.
Okay.
That's so stressful.
The player who defeats the penitent monk gets +5 luck points.
Okay.
The player who saved the drunken couple gets
Hey.
+4 luck points.
Good job, Stevie.
I'm glad they didn't
Um,
blow up.
The reacts one-liner from Wesley gets 3 luck points. And then vote on the best action sequence.
Oh man, it would have been mine if I didn't fail.
Yeah.
I kind of like the chain stuff.
Yeah, I did too.
Me too. All right, take another 2 luck points.
I'm back up to exactly
Nice.
27.
That's awesome.
You have 27 total. I have 25 total.
I only have 24.
Oh,
All right,
you didn't have any.
restarting. The next car is the kitchen car, and it is jam-packed with appliances, pots, pans, plates, and glassware. At the center stands a large coal oven where the chef is engaged in a fierce struggle with a bandit. The fiend manages to wrap his hands around the chef's neck, wrestling him back against a cluttered counter. Desperately, the chef gropes behind him and finds the largest, sharpest knife you've ever seen. With a swift, practiced motion, he slices up and severs the bandit's nose.
Nice.
Ow!
It
Ew.
pauses in midair before falling to the floor with a wet splat.
Ugh.
As the bandit reaches for his face, the chef delivers a clean slash to the throat with a powerful backswing. The bandit crumples to the ground and the chef towers over him, exclaiming, "Nobody messes with Enzio!" Meet Enzio.
It's like, who
It
the
looks
fuck do
like-
you think are you?
He is
Justice was served.
your head chef, Italian, immigrated to America when he was 18. I've got a whole biography
You
for
got
him.
Lord.
Nice. He got Lord.
Yeah. Those good-for-nothing gamblers come through my cucina stealing old chef's booze and filching all my olives. And here I am by myself when this scoundrel, this fongrel, storms in. I don't know what it means either. Storms in and waves a knife at me. Those maldito ragazzi hear me in distress and choose to ignore me. I spilled my blood for the war for their sake, and this is how they repay a veteran. He raps on his wooden leg for emphasis, and you notice his limp for the first time.
Jeez.
Inside of this kitchen, there is a roasted chicken. 2 servings that will restore 5 luck points each.
I would like at least one, please. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go for it.
however you're splitting it.
I'm good.
I'll take them both if
Yeah.
no
Go
one
for
else
it.
wants it.
Okay. Items located within the kitchen include a set of chef's knives, strings of dried garlic, chili peppers, 1 bag of rice, assorted bottles of cooking wine, a well-worn apron, numerous dish rags, sturdy wooden chopping boards, a rosary, and a small statue of St. Anthony. The statue will give the holder a one-time 3-point luck bonus and allow them the unique ability to locate an object that has been lost.
What if we're the ones who are lost? Cool.
I think, like, flavor wise, if anybody wanted to grab one of those, especially like the statue or like the rosary, I don't think I would end up picking those up
I don't
because
think-
that's not my religious preference. And
Mhm.
so I wouldn't necessarily even know
Yeah, that's a good point.
what to do with that, or if I even cared. So I think it kind of comes down to you guys and whether or not you want to pick them up. But I don't think I would.
What's St. Anthony a saint of?
That's a great question. I think it's finding lost things. We can Google it though. Guessing by the flavor text.
That would make sense, yeah.
So, do you want any of the objects? Do you want to question Enzio at all?
I want to ask Enzio, is it okay if I borrow a knife?
Oh, well, since you asked so nicely. Yes, definitely.
Thanks. I'm a little low on bullets.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, let me see if I've got anything around here for that. You can search for ammo in
Ooh.
each of these. Is this a handgun?
Yeah,
It's a sleeve gun.
sleeve gun.
Okay, yeah, we'll call it a handgun.
Okay.
Roll at a -1 to see how much ammo's in this car.
4.
Okay, so 3 shots.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry,
You're doing the math
yeah.
for me. Yeah, so
Yeah, so Saint Anthony is venerated all over the world as the patron saint for lost articles and is credited with many miracles involving lost people, lost things, or even lost spiritual goods. That is from Catholic.org.
okay.
I
Cool.
did
Catholic.org.
I did
That's-
a
yeah.
quick Google search, so like, don't come at us if that's not correct. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I would think to grab the statue either.
Okay.
I'd probably be like, I'm out of bullets. Does it look like it's worth anything?
No, I'm gonna say
All
it's
right.
like carved out of wood and
Yeah,
hand painted.
No, I'm not gonna grab it.
I think, I don't know. I'm trying to think because my boy Jesus, like his land was taken from him, so he's trying to reclaim lost land. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to think. But it's
I
hard.
think it would make sense, especially if you grew up Catholic, which a lot of
A lot of people did.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll take it. What is it?
Okay.
What does it do mechanically?
It gives you 3 more luck points,
Thank
and
God.
then if you need to find something that is lost,
What if I'm
you
the one
can
who lost?
automatically do that one time.
Okay. I'm sure that won't come up.
Cool. Well, any questions for me, or
How
you
does-
can get out of my kitchen?
Okay, I have a question for God.
Oh yes.
How does the chef's knife work mechanically?
That's a good question. I think I do have that somewhere here. Bum. It is a damage -4.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just like my bull.
A finely crafted knife, a gift from the owners of the luxury train line. It's got the name of the Sunrise Limited on it.
Fancy.
Cool.
I actually would like to ask him a question.
Okay.
Enzio.
Yeah. They mentioned that they were looking for insert.
Lord Ruthen?
Ruthin?
Ruthen?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
We were put on this train to be his security, but nobody ever told us specifically where he was located. I'm worried that his life is in danger. Do you happen to know which car he's in? And then I kind of point towards the car we just came from to like, just in case he hasn't noticed, because he's been in his own struggle. Like
Yeah.
the fact that it doesn't have a roof
It's half
anymore.
gone.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Well, Ruthven usually has his own private car at the end of the train. His family owns everything from the gold mines to the banks. His money is very, very old and baked in the blood of the people that he's left along the way.
damn.
Damn.
So, is that the observation car then?
Yes.
Oh,
At the very
okay.
back of the train.
And that's the direction we've been going in.
Yeah.
Is the back of the
Perfect.
train.
Thank you. And then I think I'll just get out of his hair because chefs are scary.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah, this one especially, he was just like, I'm going to cut off your nose and slit your throat.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that he was staying in the observation car.
Oh, yeah.
I
No worries.
I thought like he was in a different car and then his treasure was in the observation car. So
I guess it makes sense that he'd want to stay
yeah, I mean I would.
for the sake of like not spreading out security.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. On to the next car.
Yeah.
You step into the first class car, trailing soot and coal dust. Ornate gas lamps illuminate the fine china and silverware as the well-dressed passengers buzz with agitation. What's happening, Sheriff? General Hagen demands, gesturing to his frail wife, a pale young woman in a high-necked purple-striped dress, barely able to stay upright in her seat. My wife's heart. She has fragile nerves. Sir, everything's under control. He is then interrupted by a tall, thin, older woman dressed in an outdated shawl with a silver and onyx brooch in a strange geometric design. "You must find my niece, Annabella," she insists. "She sleepwalks and she's disappeared." "We'll find her," Bertram promises, kind of pushing past the woman. I'll refuse to let her fall into the hands of that ruffian. And as he starts to say his name, the train rocks and the lights go out. The lights flicker back on. Bertram reaches for his side, and his hand is covered in blood. An impeccably dressed young man sporting a carefully waxed mustache stands out in the crowd. His dark, piercing eyes are almost captivating as an ethereal blue rapier is in his left hand. The weapon sizzles as Bertram's blood burns, its outline in constant flux. His thin, pale lips curl into a sneer. With the snap of his right fingers, the lights go out once more.
Oh.
Cool. None of you chose... Thank you. I'm not going to say that anymore. None of you chose the gunslinger that can shoot in the dark.
Nope,
Misty was definitely looking at it,
I was. She looked cool.
which is good for me to know. So, blackout rules. When the players are attacking in the dark, they get a -2 penalty to any of your damage rolls.
That's honestly better than I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be.
right? It's a little harder to aim, a little harder to hit in the dark.
Would the gunslinger just have not had that penalty?
Yeah, it's actually a really cool backstory thing.
Oh, because he was raised by bats in the dark?
No.
Batman.
She used to do a stunt that she would blindfold herself and then shoot an apple off of the top of somebody's head.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And because she got so used to that, she like doesn't have to see when she shoots.
That's sick.
Yeah. It's really, really cool.
Oh, I was thinking about that lady too. I didn't read that much into what she did though.
With
No, I
me,
literally
I'm Misty.
only-
I read.
I only didn't pick her because she's very similar to like an Annie Oakley type, and that's what I based off that's what my character for Nova is based off of. So I was like, I can't do.
Can't do it twice.
Yeah.
On such a short cooldown.
Yeah.
Everybody else, there's like a bunch of rich passengers in this car.
So, when the lights turned back on, they were all gone.
Wow.
Like dead?
We're about to
or
find
just
out.
Not there.
Bertram, not there.
Oh, okay.
So, Bertram is injured and right in front of this character with the rapier. And that was his turn. So, players.
And it's dark still.
It is dark.
Okay.
Yeah. The light from the blue rapier is illuminating the swordsman.
Oh,
That's sick.
that's cool.
These enemies are really cool.
They are.
I'm gonna steal some of them.
I would like to use my like precision thing
Okay.
to try and like aim for like his hand area so that hopefully he'll drop his sword
Okay. Go ahead.
rapier thing. I'm not sure if there's a difference. Ooh, okay. 8 points of damage, but then it would actually be
6.
6 points of damage because of the -2.
Okay. 6 points of damage. And you hit it. The rapier does come out of his hand, and the lights turn back on. And you now see in front of you Enzio, the chef. He charges at you with a blue ghostly knife. He screams, "The hunter of midnight beasts will find you." It's not his turn, but he will attack you.
Okay.
Man, I like Tenzio.
I don't feel like he's meaning to do this.
You don't think we're Midnight Beast?
No.
When the lights came back on, the other passengers were still gone.
Yes. Yeah, it's just
Just us.
you and.
I think he's a shapeshifter. I don't think this is Enzio.
Should we ask?
Hello. Are you Enzio?
Are you Enzio, like, for real?
I just punched myself in the jaw.
Oof. Don't do that.
Stab him, I guess.
With
Okay.
a knife.
With the chef's knife.
Go ahead, stab
Oh
him.
yeah, you have a chef's knife now.
Dude, you're Enzio.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. 6.
And there is no
Damage.
-2.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 10.
6
Zero's
damage?
10, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
rolled a 10.
And his knife gets close enough that you can see that it is inscribed with the exact same thing that's on your knife. And the knife drops, and as it clatters to the floor, you all look down, and when you look up, he is now a decorated war hero
See, shapeshifter.
He's
I
a
told
general.
with a Colt 45 in his hand,
Is it glowing?
aimed right at Wesley. Yes.
Yippee.
What is this dude? He's cool.
He is cool.
This guy is sick as hell.
Yeah, we should get him some Advil.
We need to kill him.
I guess I'm gonna go swinging with the axe. I miss.
Oh no.
Okay.
Did you ever switch out the D10?
No, I believe in this die.
Why? It's rolled so many 3s. You always
It's also
miss
rolled
with-
so many 10s.
Yeah, but it also rolled a 3 for me, and I wasn't even.
I think it's not balanced.
Okay. Wesley,
Mm-hmm.
he hits you for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm glad you got all that health earlier.
Me too. That chicken was smacking.
The ghostly bullets pass through you, not leaving a hole, but leaving you feeling just as empty as if it had passed through you.
Oof.
Ghost bullets.
All right. Back to the players.
Oh, he shot my soul.
Yeah, that's a good question. Real quick,
Mhm.
do I recognize this as a ghosty boy?
At this point, yeah. You guys probably realize that it's a ghosty boy.
Okay, because I've already fought a ghost,
Mhm.
so I think I would probably try and do what I've done before.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's like specific lore for ghosts
Yeah,
in
what if-
this world.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you done before?
I'm trying to think of ghost lore. All I know about is salt.
There was some salt back in the kitchen.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back and get the salt and come back.
I'm just picturing us. We're just like, what the fuck? Where's she going?
I think like I'll say like hold him off. I'll be back, and then I'm gonna go grab the salt.
Okay. Yeah, Enzio doesn't stop you. He trusts you.
Alive
And
Enzio.
Yeah, real Enzio.
Nose cutter Enzio.
Yeah,
Probably
badass
just
Enzio.
like, oh, she's fighting a ghost. Or her soup's not salty enough, but I'm not going to take that insult.
one or the other. And next turn you will be like in there with the salt.
I'm IRL thinking about lore, but I don't know if anything makes sense. Sorry, that's not like a full thought.
No,
No,
it
go
wasn't.
for it.
I was just thinking because like stuff stolen, same knife,
Mhm.
history, train history. That's it. I'm gonna hit him with my axe. But I'm thinking, you know?
Okay.
Are you trying to say that like this is
missed.
like a haunted train?
I am gonna switch the die. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm wondering, but I don't know enough about anything. I'm gonna read your lore.
Rude. Okay.
I don't have train lore.
That's dumb.
I'm an industrial.
That was made up. That was,
Yeah.
that
I
was-
know, but it's like
Sorry.
I want to know if there's like significance about the enemies we fought, because that guy and this guy, and ghosts. So what if there was like a train accident? Like, what if the fireman died in the same way that he killed the first guy? What if everyone was a ghost in the room? And what if this is like we're like replaying the past? You know?
That'd be
That's why
wild.
that guy said you'll never know what he took from us, except we will because we're replaying the past. And that's why this guy has the same knife as that other guy, because it was here in the past. But I'm just yapping. Please play
No.
your turns.
I'm getting salt.
Sorry, that was not.
That
a
was
roll.
last turn.
No, this
Okay.
that's this
Oh.
turn.
But I am gonna shoot at him.
Okay.
That was also that didn't feel like a roll, but
It didn't.
but I'm gonna take it because that means I do 3 damage.
3 points of damage. Okay.
I tried to stab, right? Not shoot. I meant to stab. I don't know what I said though.
I think you
Oh,
should
okay.
shoot.
You
but
did
I
say
think
shoot.
it's-
Okay, I
but that's
did
okay.
mean to stab because I don't. Wait, I have more bullets. I'm shooting him.
Is it
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna shoot him.
the same damage or
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. As you shoot him, you are all of a sudden looking into a mirror image of yourself.
Oh no.
And how much damage does your gun do?
Whoa.
-4.
Okay, that's 6 points of damage as you are shot with a ghostly version of your own gun
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
really cool.
from your own hand.
I mean, like, ouch, but that's cool.
Yeah. All right. Player turn.
Maybe we were on the train in the past.
Maybe.
Player turn.
Okay, I come back with the salt.
Okay.
Can I use it?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to sprinkle like a circle around the ghost.
Okay. This man sounds like an action roll.
Okay.
Roll sprinkle salt around ghost.
I don't do it.
Not even-
Oh wait, I can use luck. Okay, wait.
Wait, remember this is under because it's a skill roll.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got
Okay.
a 10.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, 000 suddenly for this roll only.
Okay,
Wait.
so I used luck.
You have
Wait,
your
what?
number in the clover?
No.
Oh. Never mind. I don't it just looked cool, but I think I
Oh.
made it up with my eyes.
I think so. Okay, so I like sprinkle the salt around and like as hefty of piles as I can with the amount of salt that I have because like
You don't want one side to be weak.
well I don't want it to like break
Mm-hmm.
because we're still moving on a train.
Hmm.
So
Okay. A gunshot echoes through the air, mingling with the scent of gunpowder and cloves. Smoky residue wafts from Bertram's gun barrel.
wafts.
Wafts.
Wafts. Thank you. The governess staggers back, shock on her face, clutching her midriff. She has changed again. Her expression contorts into a snarl that defies reality. Her skin rips apart, revealing elongated, sharpened teeth. The train car's lights flicker as a radiant green haze envelops the scene, filled with demonic faces twisting and snapping at you. A sound like a cannonball ripping through a wall reverberates. When the lights return, the mist and the transformed governess are gone. A 6-foot wide hole has been blasted through the side of the train car, and an unsettling cackle lingers in the cool night air, echoing into the abyss. You all survived.
Yippee.
Get 1 luck point for surviving.
You did it.
I did it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys are imaginative. I'm just gonna hit it till it dies or I die. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was better. Next time I'm gonna jump off the roof and summon a hawk.
That'd be sweet.
That
Can
would
you
be
summon a
sweet.
hawk?
No,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
but if I give you
Not
2
with that
sentences, I can.
attitude.
You can.
I grew up as a hawk.
Okay, player who defeated the governess,
Mother
Call
Hawk
me
raised
Hawkeye
me.
Jesus.
What?
I'm sorry. What?
you get +5 luck points for defeating the governess.
Okay, cool.
We govern
Um,
ourselves.
Best action sequence, I think, also goes to you. Do you think?
Why?
I don't know. Sprinkling the salt
'Cause it
was
was
like
creative.
That was a
the
good idea.
And also, we didn't really do anything cool.
yeah, I missed
We were
a
just.
lot.
I was just like, I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it goes to you.
Okay.
okay. Best joke or one-liner.
I probably said something funny.
I think you did
I
say
think you
something
did.
funny. I just
Sure.
don't know what it was.
+3 luck
Maybe I didn't.
points.
I don't want to take it if other people said funny things.
I know
I
for a
think-
fact
No.
I did not say anything.
We weren't
funny.
very funny.
Funny.
Because I specifically remember being like, "Hey, that can be the one-liner," but I don't remember what it was.
Dang it.
You said that's
I think
three?
this requires
3.
brains that remember things.
Yep. And then the best detective. So who figured out that it was a ghost?
Yeah, I think Misty was the first one to
Just
say.
Misty.
Because she was
She
like,
said
it-
shapeshifter first, but she was the first to know it was like weird.
Yeah.
I think.
Was I?
"Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you were, yeah."
Okay.
Because
Plus
you're like,
4
I
luck
fought
points.
ghosts.
Okay.
I
I don't
felt
need
those.
them.
Well, hand him over.
I wish I could.
All right. You have successfully killed the governess. We have gotten about halfway through this module, and I'm going to call it here because it is a little bit repetitive, right? You go to the next car, you fight the next cool group of baddies. They are very, like, each car has a very, like, individual type of horror to it.
Mhm.
The next one is K-pop.
I hate you. I wish you just didn't say that.
I'm half kidding,
Okay.
but it
Ooh, it does look really cool. Listeners, you can't see. It's
Yep,
really
yep.
fucking cool.
so
I think J-pop though.
more J-pop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Kind of gives like Kill Bill vibes.
yeah.
I forgive you a little bit.
Yeah.
It popped off.
But yeah, this
Might
is
have
this is where we're gonna end the Sunrise Limited.
Who wrote? Did we already say who wrote this? I know it's not the person who made
Um,
the system, but whoever wrote this module.
So it's Ham and Eggs Publishing.
That's a cool name.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love breakfast.
I have
It is.
ham in the fridge.
This one is by Sally Cantorino, Gio Colazio, and John McGuire.
Cool.
Hopefully, I did not destroy their names too terribly.
Was a lot of what you read? Because like a lot of the scenery and like the descriptions and stuff were from the book, right?
Or word for word. Yeah.
That stuff was really well written.
Yeah, it's
it sounded
very
super
well written.
cool.
Yeah. Which like as a GM, I would really appreciate
Same.
because I'm not always the best at describing things as like I don't know. I'm much better at writing than I am at speaking. And so having something like that to read is really cool. Although like I'm not great at reading either. But
Yeah.
like I
same.
I like it is what I'm saying.
And the book is fun to read. Like, it definitely has like a comic book Western type feel to it. I really like the size of the book. Like, I read it in a night and reread it another night, and like it is not bad at all. It's very easy to pick up.
One of the things that I really like about it too, and I didn't read through the book, obviously, but like going based off of some of the things that you read as the descriptions to us and going off of all of the pre-gen characters, I feel like they really took a look at things to make it relatively historically accurate,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I totally agree.
which I really appreciate. Like one of the characters that we didn't play, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but his name is Hong Da, and he's from China, and there was a decent Chinese population, specifically in like California area, that helped with the Central Pacific Railroad, in the building of it. And so like the fact that he's there is really cool. There's a couple of different characters that are different Native Americans. There's one guy that they are a battlefield medic, and they it says that they joined up with the Buffalo Soldiers, which is another like really good historical point. The Buffalo Soldiers were a group of soldiers, and I believe they were all Black men that joined this group. I could be wrong about all of them being Black, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case. So the fact that like they mentioned that in here too is really cool to me, that they kind of tried to have like all of these key points, like groups, during this point in history somehow represented. I felt like that was really cool. And I also appreciate the inclusivity in the pronouns. A lot of games are doing better about this, where they're including people's pronouns. But the pre-gen characters that I've seen from this book, and also the actual play that we listened to, there's at least one character that uses they, them pronouns, that is in the book ready to go. And I think that's really awesome. So yeah, between the like cool little moments of history and like the description and the inclusivity, like I really like those aspects of this.
Me too. Yeah, I feel like they really did their homework when they were writing this. They got someone who really loves westerns, and like Western history, and it shows. It's great. Okay. Any other things about the setting?
The setting?
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna take the mic now. One thing I appreciated about it, going through it, they have very different types of horror from one train car to the next. They've got that very like so on the coal car, it's just kind of an action movie, right? But then you've got more of that like religious horror when we get to the monk, swinging a cross around. You got more of the supernatural type stuff, and then deeper into the train, there's like some body horror stuff, and there's like a big bug at one point, and like they do a good job of not making it stale from a storytelling perspective.
Yeah.
I think that's cool too, because if there are any lines and veils that you would be crossing with a certain train car, you can just take it out, and it's not going to be like completely detrimental to the overall story, nor is it going to be something that like you feel like you need to keep in, because that's how the module's written. Like, I don't know how to reflavor it, because it's cool, but it's not the end all be all for the story as they wrote it. So.
Yeah. Honestly, I would go so far as to say, like, I really like this design, and I wish, because even though it's like mechanically the fights are the same, it didn't feel boring. Like, it was always cool to see the next villain, and I almost wish, like, I know this is harder to do if you're like going to like the goblin dungeon, but I almost wish more dungeons were designed this way, where like maybe they were like shorter generally speaking, but each room had its own purpose, and it's like its own like goblin chief or whatever, or its own like personality kind of.
Yeah.
So instead of just 6 rooms of goblins, it's like there's like a different theme in each room. That way you're not just killing 100 goblins. You know what I mean? And even if you are, it feels different every time. That's what I really liked about this, is that each car was like, I was like, wow. And like, even for the action movie stuff, I was like, that the axe was really cool. The guy getting hit by a tunnel was really cool. Me not getting hit by a tunnel was sick. So it's like, it felt significantly different every time, and that was really cool. And meeting Enzio was also really cool. He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Also, the villains are just sick as hell.
Yeah, they're cool.
So cool.
Oh yeah.
I was imagining them in like an anime.
Yeah.
When
Same.
we were talking about
Every
them.
time he was describing them, I was like, wow.
Especially the like religious
Yeah.
guy.
Cross guy.
The monk was really, really cool.
Oh man.
Which I think, I don't know, this is just like, I guess this is just like food for pondering. This felt like it was a lot more like we are playing and then there's a cutscene, but it didn't feel like that was a bad thing. And I think a lot of DMs are scared to do that, because when you do that, you're like basically hitting pause on player interaction for a second.
Yeah.
But in this instance, it was always done in a really cool way, and I think that's neat.
Yeah, I felt that way being the GM of this with like I feel like I'm talking a lot, but this is like really good dialogue that they've written out. But if the players want to jump in, am I stopping them from jumping in?
And I think
Yeah.
there's definitely a balancing act, right? Like I do think some players would like at certain points be like, I want to do this instead, and like probably cut it off. And so like obviously like talk to your table or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like it never felt like wasted space to me.
Good.
It always
Okay.
felt cool or
Mhm.
like informative.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
We done talking about setting?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's talk about mechanics.
I think I'm becoming more of a fan of games where it's like you roll under your stat when you're
Me
doing
too.
something. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not a big fan of like the classic 5e. Like you get +1 modifiers every other. Like you just have this stat, and like the higher it is, the easier you're gonna roll under it. I think it's a lot more intuitive than like do some math and get your modifier.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, when we first did, like, I think Fallout was the first one where it's like, you gotta roll under things.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but I do think it just does make more sense in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, and there's less math involved,
Yes. That's what I
which
like
is a
about
big
it.
one, so things just run a lot more smoothly.
Yeah, I feel like things run more smoothly, and specifically combat, which is most of this game,
Mhm.
is like not awful because first of all, you only have so many options to like fight them with, but also like there's not a billion rolls you have to make. You're not doing a ton of math. Like
You're not looking through 100 spells trying to pick the right spell.
exactly, yeah. Like I really appreciated that as a mechanic because for me, I feel like combat usually drags ass. So it's nice to like have it kind of go quickly, especially in a game where combat is very prevalent.
Mhm.
I feel like if it wasn't designed like this, then I wouldn't have enjoyed it, you know?
Yeah, like I never felt like I was waiting for my turn. I was
Yeah.
just enjoying seeing what other people were gonna do, and then it was my turn. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is the roll to hit is your damage roll,
Yes.
and I love that. That is my to steal thing. I know we usually do that at the end,
Yeah.
but dude, I love that because it's not 2 sets of dice, it's not 2 sets of math that you have to do, and it's easy math. Like this is one of the most streamlined combats, if not the most streamlined combat I think we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Nova might be a little more streamlined because you don't even roll for damage, right?
Yeah, you just do the thing.
Yeah.
Well, you just pay the fuel and do the thing.
Okay.
You still roll if you want to do like. Actually, this is a good transition to my next point. In Nova, you still roll if you want to do something that isn't one of your powers, right? Like if I want to pick up a piece of cement and throw it at the enemy, I would roll Sun.
Okay.
And let me know. Like this game felt mechanically light for the most part, and I think that's cool for all the reasons we already stated.
Yeah.
It did feel weird if you want to do something outside of what's on your sheet.
Yes.
Right, I think it's kind of hard / arbitrary, and like this is more of a DM thing. So let me know if you feel like I'm off base.
No, go ahead.
But if you want like shoving that dude off the train, not the
Yeah.
fire axe guy, but like the other guy, like every time I wanted to do something that wasn't specifically listed here, it felt like there was a weird right. Like how hard would it be? Like what would I have to roll? Would it be like in opposition? I don't think there's clear guidelines for that in the
No,
quick
there
start.
aren't.
I think that's not like you can deal with that, right? I think any
Yeah.
DM could be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll make it this hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think because there's no guidance on that, there can be hiccups if you have very imaginative players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like that's kind of the point of this system
I agree.
is the rule of cool.
Yeah.
And because like the whole idea is to be like video gamey action scrollery, but also like not action scroller,
Side scroll.
side scroller, but also kind of actiony, like a movie. And so there's lots of like silly things that happen in movies sometimes, and so I think it ends up being rules light for that, so that the GM can be like,
Sick.
roll action, and if you get it, that's amazing,
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
But I do also see what you're saying as far as it's like, am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
But I think that kind of comes from like a Pathfinder D&D mindset of
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
there's a rule for everything, you know?
I just think I guess the situation that comes to mind for me in particular when it comes to that is like the interactions with Stevie and the monk. Like I guess I wish there was something for opposition specifically,
Yeah.
right? Because I think it's cool that she was able to do stuff with the chain and throw the anchor off. It's weird to me, and I agree. This is probably just my baggage from other games. I think it's kind of weird that like the monk had no opportunity to do anything to counteract that.
Yeah.
That's what made it weird for me.
I
Because
think-
he has a brawn of 8.
Just run up 8.
If he was able to counteract, that might have gone very differently.
Yeah.
I think you could maybe like just add a modifier to the roll
Yeah.
if you're like, okay, that's not.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think yeah, sorry, are you done?
no, I didn't have any more to say.
Okay.
It sounded like I did, but I did not.
And I think that is where this game, I think it's a little too rules light, because the quick start rules are 4 pages and it's massive
Yeah.
text.
So
So
size 14, bolded,
4 pages, but could easily be 2 pages.
written in blurbs.
could easily be
It
one.
could be one. It
Yeah.
for sure could be 1 page.
And so like that's cool and all, but the module, the Sunrise Limited module that we ran, felt like it was missing any sort of rules explanation at the front of it, and I really wish that they just put these quick start rules
Oh,
in the module
okay.
instead of me having to get them from
Elsewhere.
a website online, because I had no idea what a guts penalty was. I had no idea. I still
Yeah.
don't know what the cool penalty is technically. Like, we've kind of figured it out by reading a couple of examples in the book, but I really wish that the book gave you more of a head start learning the rules. Yeah.
I'm sure, like, I would, for me personally, I would take what I said with a grain of salt, because I think I am a player that tends to, especially in combat, like more rules than less. And so I think there's a lot of people out there who would really enjoy the fact that it is the way it is and that it is so rules light. And I still thought it was really cool and fun to play through. It's just, I like mechanics. And so there were times where I was like, I wish there was like a mechanic for this exact thing. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing on the system. I think that's just a player issue, a skill issue, if you would.
Yeah, I think that this game in particular, this like rule set, would be a really good introductory game into role playing, especially if you know that people grew up playing like classic video games. I feel like this would really make sense to them. They'd be like, okay, cool. Like I fought this baddie and then I fought this baddie, and at the end of the train, there's going to be the big bad. And like, you know, like I feel like that would really resonate with people, because I thought that was cool myself. And those were not really like the games that I grew up playing necessarily. So I think this would be a really great way to introduce role-playing games to maybe a group of friends that you haven't played TTRPGs with before. But I would agree that like even for me, it is a little rules light.
Which is saying something.
Which is saying something, because I
Same.
want 0 rules typically. But I don't think this is a game that I would want to play all the time. However, if we wanted to have this as just like a quick game night, I would enjoy playing this again. I just wouldn't want it to like replace Pathfinder or like Call of Cthulhu or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I would use this almost like we use board games when we're hanging out and we just want to have fun together. We don't want it to be like that serious.
You just want to do a silly little heist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I would use it Yeah, literally exactly like that. I think it's easy to pick up, even if you've never played a TTRPG before. I think you can pick up any module or make up any cool action thing, right? And because of that, I think it's really easy to like, even with this module, right? We could have just, if we just want to play a TTRPG real quick, we could have just picked 4 cards and gone through them, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like, I agree though. I don't think I would want to use this. Me personally, I don't think I would want to play on this system for like an extended campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is no like progression rules. There technically aren't any rules for like picking up weapons. I just kind of let you guys. And
And there's not like a lot of role playing.
yeah,
And that kind of makes me sad because that's my favorite part.
yeah, and like
Yeah,
the only
'cause
time the
what's my
book
charm for?
yeah, the only time the book called for role playing was when you all arrived at the pavilion and was like, let them describe, their relationship to each other. And I was like, we just got started.
True.
And then when you were talking to Enzio, like those were the only 2 times that the book was like, and now they might want to talk.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it felt kind of weird in a role playing game. This was very action forward.
Which I
But-
think is just like in a contrast to what like our table in particular. We are a very
Yes.
role play heavy table.
Yeah.
I
we
think
are.
this system is designed for very action combat tables. Like I
Yes.
think like I want to go fight cool guy after cool enemy after cool enemy, and then fight the big cool enemy, and then hopefully live at the end.
Then I have
Yep.
a cool hero.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Which like we said was still really fun. The enemy, and I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why the baddies are so cool. Right. Like I
Yes.
think
I
the
agree.
combat is like the main appeal of this. At
Yeah.
least this module, probably this system.
Absolutely. And honestly, like I think it's like it still makes you feel cool, even though you're not necessarily having like interesting role playing encounters. You're still having really unique combat experiences. And that to me is it like I said, like I would play this again because it was still really fun, even though combat's not really like my favorite thing in the world, because it was unique. And so like while I missed out on, I guess I missed the role playing aspect, I didn't feel like this was a waste of time by any means, right? Like I really enjoyed having these really creative scenes of combat.
I was just gonna comment real quick. It does feel more like watching a movie than it does playing a TTRPG to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Because like when we play Pathfinder, for example, like I'm like pretty immersed in my character, and I'm like I am Isaac Grux. In this game, I didn't really feel that way, but I also didn't mind because the scenery and the enemies and all the stuff in the module was really cool. I was like, wow, and I was like watching a movie, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably the point. But
Yeah, and I think the module structure is very much trying to be a movie. Where I think if I was a GM trying to create something, that would put a lot of pressure on me to like build a story that is cool enough that it doesn't matter that there aren't many rules and like role playing opportunities, but I guess you could make more role playing opportunities. Yeah. I also really like the 1 dice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was real nice not having to reach for like 10 die. And it's also really nice for newer players that you're not switching back and forth between a D10 and then a D12 and then a D8 and like having to remember what those shapes are. Having
Yeah.
just the 1 die.
Even
A lot of times
old
people
player.
roll a D8 when they.
I mean, to roll
Instead of
D10,
a
I still do
D10.
that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it takes me a second to find a D12 whenever I have to use one because I'm like, what is that?
I can barely count to 12.
Yeah, and like rolling a lot of dice can make you feel really
Can
cool.
be fun. Yeah.
I'm always like, look at all my dice, right? But this was super convenient to just be able to be like, oh, look at this 1 dice. And like my character, I could be wrong because I didn't like read every single one super in depth, but I'm pretty sure my character is the only one that uses multiple dice at any point, and realistically, I could have just had the 1d10 and just rolled it 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I have
that was
nothing
really nice.
like that. That makes me roll multiple dice.
So, I think my final thoughts, it's good for one shots. It's good for a quick pickup game. Good for new players. And if you're using the module, good for new GMs. I am very happy with this game. I think its only downfall is that it would not be good in a campaign setting.
Yeah, it'd get a little too repetitive.
Yeah, I think so.
And like you said, there's no progression rules, so
Yeah.
you don't get the feeling of like, yeah, I
All right, leveled up.
got better.
Yep.
Mhm.
Any other final thoughts?
Thing to steal.
I really like how streamlined combat was. I don't know if I would take it down to just one die if I was doing my own system, but I might. Like, I really liked the 0 is obviously you didn't hit. So that's what I'm gonna steal from it. I like the one die, the one roll hitting and damaging.
Maybe this is kind of a cop-out answer. I don't think I would personally steal anything from this system. I think a lot of the things in the system are very for this system. Like, I think I would struggle very hard to take anything outside of this system and use it continuously.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would steal just like the concept of making your bad guys interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of the time it's like, this is a bad guy.
They have an axe.
Kill them.
Yeah, but
But it's
even
not special.
yeah, even with the first train where it was like the guy with the heart axe and then the guy with the daggers and the guy with the bow and arrow, they all felt cool in their own way, even though the bow and arrow guy and the daggers guy didn't do a whole ton. They weren't like actually super cool. What was cool was that they were unique from each other, and that main fireman
Mhm.
axe dude.
Yeah, and each one of them has like 2 paragraphs of backstory.
Dang.
And like which is nice as a GM, but also like, when do I share that with the players? Yeah, it did help make them all very unique, but also you guys didn't learn anything about the Maasai archer that was on his horse that entire time.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need to know 2 paragraphs of backstory, and
Unless we become allies.
unless you become allies.
Maybe that's what I was supposed to use charm for. Like, hey, Muddy, come back, come on up here, help me kill this fireman.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably what I will try and quote unquote steal from this, is like keeping in mind that like bad guys can be interesting, even if they're super interesting compared to kind of the normal world. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I think piggybacking off what you said and what you just said about not getting to share their backstory a lot, I think just having moments to show them off, and I think this comes back to what I said earlier about cutscenes, because if you like have like a moment where you're just describing stuff happening, and like I said earlier, you can feel like you're robbing playtime from your players. But I think if you use that in constructive ways to just show off the baddies, because like in another world, we could have entered the monk's car, and before he started doing anything, been like, I want to tackle him, and just totally cut you off, and then he wouldn't have been as cool, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we saw him cleave half the car, ruin the chains, realize that those 2 people were about to get cooked. That's what made him cool, right?
Yeah,
And
that's a
so
good
I think giving room to be like, so yeah, just kind of show off what your baddies can do as as they are introduced is what really let them shine in this game.
Yeah, good point.
Absolutely.
Cutscenes.
Yeah, cutscenes are cool. That's why they have them in video games.
I was going to say cutscenes, but you did it already.
No, I didn't.
Cutscenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like they do in like video games.
Yeah.
Like Borderlands is a prime example.
Mhm.
They're just like they shows them it's a little cinematic thing. They do something probably fucked up, and then it does like their name.
Mhm.
yeah, and you're like
Like the typical
scared,
heist
and you're
movie.
like, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And something
Yeah.
else that I think that was really good about, and probably very intentional about this game when they did the cutscene S things, is that it never interacted with us. Like, it always put us in neutral with the enemy at the start of the fight, which I think is like the key thing. Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
introduce your baddie and be like, because of this cool thing they did, you all start at half HP. Then it feels like you're robbing player action.
Yeah.
But like, the guy who was with us that was lame, getting stabbed in the hand, shows off the ghost.
Yeah.
And again, the really cool monk cleaving half the car shows off the monk's strength really well.
Mm-hmm.
We still started in neutral with him, right?
Yes.
And so it's like,
Yeah.
I think that's like the important part, is that if you're going to show them off, don't have them put your player at a disadvantage without giving them a chance to interact.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because as a player, it feels pretty lame to start an encounter like that, and you're like, "Oh, I'm at like 0 health now.
And there was nothing I could do about it.
I don't think I can run away. There wasn't anything I could do about it. What's the point of this? You know?
Yeah,
So,
and like there was the dark in the car, but like
Mhm.
we could also easily figure that like it wasn't some devastating thing that was like, okay, he's unhittable now. It was just
Yeah.
like -2.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little harder.
yeah, absolutely. And then when you finally kill said super sick bad guy, you feel extra cool.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I really am a hero.
Or even relieved. Like when the
Mhm.
monk went flying off the train,
I
I, was
know.
like, thank God.
Yeah, honestly.
He still had 20 hit points.
I had one.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Dude,
so it's
he
like,
had like 70 something hit
Jeez.
points.
We would
Yeah, I
never-
saw like I didn't see the exact number, but I saw how many hits he had taken
Yeah.
that he had gotten a decent ways up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
she said, we're cooked.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses
Oh.
on, so I could not read it. But I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
He got to the bottom of the page, and he's gonna have to go to the
I was
next
going to have
column.
to start looping over. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah,
So
but
that's-
this was fun. This was a good time.
Yeah.
Good.
Off the train.
Yeah, definitely a fan.
All right. Check us out on Patreon, Discord, Instagram, all those cool places. Like, subscribe.
Use deodorant. You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't help you.
And if you happen to be at PAX Unplugged,
Hit us up.
Yeah. Say
Yeah.
what's up.
yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah. I'll
Just-
shake your
just
hand
chilling.
for $5.
We're going for funsies, so it might be kind of hard to recognize us because
Yeah.
you don't probably know what we look
Let's
like.
just
But
wear shirts that says I'll wear a shirt that says I'm Wesley of the Roleplay Rejects.
oh, perfect. Yeah.
Like a
okay.
sweater, maybe.
Maybe a beanie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, and
Teeny weeny beanie.
if we forgot to say this already, we have a Discord that's really fun. We like
Yeah.
talking to you guys in it. It's nice because we can't smell how bad you are
You get it.
smelling in that
Yeah.
moment, but we can still interact with you, you know?
It's our preferred way of interacting.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Later,
ya.
nerds.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you just say hi?
I don't think so.
She said bye.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I heard hi and I was like,
Well, like I was doubting myself. I was like, did I?